I just remember being on the back porch, us coming up and deciding to, do a short film. And I thought everybody was cuckoo bananas crazy. This is not going to happen, but I'm going to go with the flow. And it worked.
Not have an SD card. Rip.
Tragic.
Welcome back to episode 19 of the Hags Podcast.
She can smoke in Alabama.
She's a legal adult in Alabama.
Oh.
We hope you all enjoyed our Halloween episode. We have another pretty special episode today, but first, why don't we do some life updates?
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. I will be going to Italy within 24 hours. So I am back in Huntsville, and then I am over to Italia, Rome.
That's so exciting. Have you triple, quadruple checked that you have your passport?
Oh, honey, every step I was looking. The last thing Emily and Hodan want is can you expedite my passport?
I would never let you live that down. As much as
wouldn't.
y'all make fun of me for carrying my passport everywhere, you would never hear the end of it.
Everywhere we go.
Literally.
I always have nightmares that I'm traveling international and I forget my passport, which is funny because I don't even have a trip planned. I just have nightmares about it.
You're coming with me.
Oh,
you
I
guys
wish.
are both coming with me spiritually. Hey, Hags traveling. Give us time. We will be traveling.
Yeah. I'm going to Vermont this weekend, so.
Oh.
Not Italy, but it'll be nice. I've never been up there.
It'll be nice. Yeah. What are you doing this weekend, Emily?
I don't know. We just had a weekend.
I know we did. But you did. You go.
We did Halloween Horror Nights Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
And I was actually scared.
It's scary.
That's not surprising
really
at all.
good.
I've been in a haunted house with you.
I forgot about that. No, yeah, I was screaming. They cornered me multiple times. Jasmine had to grab me one time and run because this guy, I was like walking through like, oh, I'm too cool. I got this. And then a guy jumped out at me and I screamed. And then I was like, I'm going to keep going. And then I screamed again because he scared me. And then he stepped right in front of me and would not move. And I just started like crumbling and Jasmine grabbed me and ran.
No, when you show fear, they eat it up. They're like,
I know.
They're feeding off of that.
Yep.
I got cornered by two guys with chainsaws and I booked it out of that haunted house. I was like, see ya.
And they loved every second of it.
Oh, yeah. They had to.
I wanted to go so bad. I had such FOMO, but I was so sick. I was literally so sick.
Your trip to Italy will be better with peace and love. So
Yeah.
better to rest up.
Yeah. And we went on one roller coaster.
The Mummy, which is the best roller coaster in Universal.
It's so good.
It's
my
so
favorite.
good. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
I love that ride.
I just want to live on it.
No, literally. Well, when I went like 10 years ago, we were like, what is it? We were there when we closed the park down. And like we got to ride it 3 times in a row because there was no line. And they were like, you want to go again? We're like, yeah, let's go again. And we just like kept riding it.
Oh my
It was
God.
I
so
love when
fun.
that happens.
I know, we do.
No, that ride is so fun. It's like therapeutic. I want to
It is,
go on it
honestly.
high and just float.
Wait, that would be so
Like
fun,
when it
Emily.
shoots back with your eyes closed and you're just living. That's my dream. I'm going to buy an express season pass just for that.
Mm-hmm.
So I can do that daily.
Yeah. Yeah. Thinking. Yeah.
What?
I don't know. It was on tangent. I was just gonna say, the one time I think about with Emily being high is when we were at that influencer party, and we didn't talk to anyone. We were high in the corner alone, and nobody wanted to talk to us.
We talked to 2 people.
Yeah. Really, one. Let's be real. It was one.
I talked to
And he
one other
pitied
guy.
us.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Well,
Good times.
good
Yeah.
times. Good
times.
times.
Yeah.
I feel
So-
like we've really 180'd. All of us, like, really have grown in confidence since that. Like, I feel like we're really stepping into ourselves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
For
think I'd be
sure.
nervous like that at a party again.
Yeah,
And
no.
we weren't when we went to the filmmaker one. I mean, we
Now
like
it's like
really,
normal. We're used
now
to
it's
it.
normal. I think it was just because we were like post.
That was our first big party.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good times.
We went to Jason's Woods this weekend, which is a haunted attraction in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Oh, that sounds scary.
Yeah, there was
Lancaster.
4 like haunted house trail things and then a haunted hayride. It was fun.
Oh, I love a haunted hayride when they're trying to chase you and you're just like, you can't get me.
Oh my god.
No, but you feel stuck sometimes because you can't run away because they're just by you.
I would like that. Because I don't like the act of having to walk through a haunted house. I just want to sit and be driven through. I don't want to have to think. I don't want to have to look around the corner. I don't have to walk into pure darkness.
That's what makes
Run
it
into
fun,
someone.
though.
No.
That's how you
I
get
love
scared.
I
love it.
I hate it.
I'm like, I like making them like get mad when I'm not scared. And then I like when they're like feeding off of it when I am scared. Because I'm like,
No, they got to me. I even jumped and screamed at one of the workers because throughout it in Universal, like in the corners are like the workers just like dressed in a black cloak with like a red light, like telling people to go on. And I didn't expect that. And I literally jumped and screamed at them. And they were like,
"Oh, they're like, this girl's going through.
Calm down, girl.
yeah. It was scary. It was good though. I enjoy screaming for fun.
It's cathartic. It's like you get all your like pent up stuff out when you're
And you get an
scared.
adrenaline rush, which feels good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Russian.
Do you want to tell the people what you did today, Emily?
Oh my god. Okay, crazy story. So I didn't get my driver's license yet. I passed the driver's license test because I am very late to getting it in California, long story short. But I found online last night, I was just clicking buttons, searching, Googling, like, how do I get this appointment to go take my test? And then I found that you can take it online. Like, you just have to sit there with, like, your camera on, your mic on, they record your screen. So I was like, let's do that. And it was like, oh, you can attempt it 2 times online from home. And the 3rd time, you have to do it in person if you're that bad. So I signed on this morning. And I was stressed and scared because I did not want to fail it. And there was no way to cheat, possibly. So I was sitting there and I opened the test and it was like there was an option to do a practice question and start the test. And I was like, let me do a practice question. So I clicked on that and it was literally one practice question, but they did not clarify when the test began. So I answered this one little practice question, and then it immediately went into the test without telling me. So I was
so
not
stressful.
aware. I know. And like the whole time I was like, damn, this is a really long practice test. Wow, it seems really like official. And like they never said, hey, your test is starting. So I was just sitting there making snarky comments, making faces, being a brat as I do because I didn't think it was real. I was like, and like just saying random ass shit, taking the test. And then I got to the end and it was like, you've completed, your results will be sent in like a day or something. And it was like, uninstall this from the browser. And I was like, that was
Oh,
the
fuck.
test.
Like, this test is you suck.
Literally.
I don't want to do this.
Literally. I
California's
was
going to
sitting
kick
there.
you out.
I know. I was giving them all the sass in the world. I did not know it started. I kept being like, damn, like, do I quit test now? Like, this is a long practice test. And thank God I didn't because that would count as a fail.
But you passed.
Yeah. Yeah, so I passed.
So you don't have to do anything actually in the car.
No. Yeah, so
Oh,
I just
okay.
have to go get my license. And I had to make an appointment for that because I'm not about to go sit at the DMV for a whole day.
No, don't.
No.
Not in LA.
Yeah,
Mama,
no.
you'd be there forever.
Yeah, so
I mean, don't
Pass
do
the
well, I
test.
guess in Huntsville that is what you did. You would go and grab a
Oh.
number. But in
Yeah, you
everywhere else I've ever lived, you have to make an appointment.
yeah. So I'm officially a Californian almost. Well, I
Gotta
am.
Step it up.
Yeah. Just
You
take the
are.
test online. Yes.
Well, girl, I gotta do.
Oh.
Well, I'm not gonna say anything because I have a story, and I'm gonna finagle, and I can't have a digital footprint, so we're just gonna.
Yeah.
Okay, skip past that.
Mhm.
Um, I had an ADR session today.
Ooh. With what? With the thing you shot here?
I've shot multiple things there.
Wait, the most
Where's
recent
here?
I can't say which one on here,
okay.
but it is the one that I shot more recently.
one. Okay. Got it. I know. Where
Yeah.
did you go?
Here.
Did you do it at home or yeah?
Mm-hmm. We
Yeah,
did it
I was gonna say,
remotely.
did you do it? That's ADR is really weird.
It wasn't too bad because, well, I can't say too much. Just know that it wasn't bad, and it only took like 10 minutes.
Interesting. That's really cool. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see that and then the other one you did, but I can't say.
Yeah, it looked good. So,
it was so cool. This is the one she got. People, just a little refresher from the casting director directly. She didn't even audition. They said she's perfect for the role. Doot, 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 doot. Called her up.
Anyway, it went well. Whenever it comes out, I guess I can say more. But
yeah, we should. Yeah. Well, I'm proud you did your ADR. I'm proud you got your license. You guys are doing big things today.
And you're about to go to Italy.
When the morning you're right like a big pizza pie. I'm not gonna be let back into the apartment. I'm gonna be singing that down the hallway.
Instead of Taiwan,
I don't know any
it's gonna
Italian.
be Italy now.
Instead of China and Taiwan.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know any Italian. I know grazie.
Oh God.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Buongiorno.
Arrivederci.
that's all. What's that?
Arrivederci.
What's that?
Goodbye.
Arrivederci.
Cappuccino.
Oh. Cappuccino.
You gotta know that one.
Cornetto. Okay, let me stop you there. Croissant in Italian is not
I know it's French.
It's
but
cornetto.
I just didn't know what else to say.
You gotta
Cornetto.
learn some words before you go over there.
Cornetto. So I had this whole thing. I was like, I'm gonna do a lingo 2 months in or 2 months out. I'm gonna get it all. No, girl, I didn't have
Never
time.
happened. Well,
No, but I did start doing Chinese again, so I was learning.
that's good.
Anyway.
Okay, well, if that's all of the updates, I guess we can jump into thanks for coming. We're going to, Jimmie has on her merch. We're doing a little rewatch podcast.
Sorry.
We're going to rewatch and react. This was the first short film we all did together. It is what gave birth to Hag Productions. It changed all of our lives, and
Dude, it literally changed our lives. It changed our lives. I think it's a huge reason why we are where we are right now. Like, it just really, it changed our lives. It put us in a place that we never expected.
yeah,
And
for
I
sure.
think, yeah. Let me know. I'll save this app for the end. But yeah.
Yeah. So when you've heard us preach a million times about sitting on the back porch and the making content and short films, this is what came out of all of that. This was the very first thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't watched this since, I honestly don't know the last time I watched this.
Me and Emily showed Sarah and Mallory when we did our demo reel shoots. Remember that? It was like a year and a half ago.
Oh yeah. Have we not showed? Oh, let me not say who else we showed it to this year.
Yeah, I forgot about all that.
Yeah.
So we saw it in March.
I don't think I've watched it in at least a year.
To be fair, we
think.
all saw it literally 100 times from all the editing. Maybe 1,000 times.
And it's in our demo reels.
But it is.
Yes. Yeah, it is. But it's been a while. We shot this in December of 2022. It's almost been 2 years, which is absolutely crazy.
Dude, it's crazy. Yeah, we were almost a month out when we 2 years ago.
Yeah. I just remember being so busy and just
Dude, it was
trying to get everything in order.
A week before, I got in a car wreck and like And it was a whole ordeal because I was also like dealing with my DUI, and you had to have the breathalyzer, and I had to like move my breathalyzer into my mom's car. It was a whole thing.
Yep.
Anyway.
Yeah. All while we're preparing to shoot our first short film together.
Ugh.
And Jimmie, that was the first like film you've been on the crew side, right? Like,
yeah.
Like in a major way.
In a major way, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was and I honestly had only been acting like a year and a half, 2 years.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. And I had hives and
yeah, you were eating like rice and turkey.
Yeah, I had to cut all this food out of my diet like a week before. I wasn't diagnosed with RA yet. I was going through it.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's so crazy you didn't have your diagnosis. I remember when you got your diagnosis, actually.
Yeah, it wasn't even, it was like 7 months after that.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember. Holy crap.
For context, for the audience, my entire body was covered in hives for like 4 months straight, and no one knew why.
And she would swell.
Everything was swelling, hives, rashes on my face. Thank goodness none of it was visible in the film, and it wasn't in certain spots on the day of filming. But yeah, it was rough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, it was so.
That was like the worst year of my life. Good times.
Good times. But we made it here. Look at us now.
Yeah.
And on that note, let's start the film. Okay, here we go.
I'm already ready to hear the song. A little.
All I remember from this clip is Jimmie laughing.
Wait,
what happened?
Wait, why was I laughing?
When we were filming that shot of me and Caitlin on the couch, and it was like no audio, so you were holding the camera, being like trying to get us to laugh. So you're like, ha 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 ha.
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, yeah. That was.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
That was chaotic. But while we're here, all of this footage on the screen, like Emily was just saying, we shot like probably at this time 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it was,
I think, November.
Multiple locations, and yeah, it's the little details that people don't really think about. And all those like those Polaroids were taken in September or October.
It was September, the first day that we met to talk about it was the day that we were getting our headshots for Thanks for Coming, our character headshots.
And we shot our proof of concept.
Yeah,
all of our crowdfunding footage.
Yep.
Crazy.
All the candles, the flowers, like everything was placed.
The wine.
The wine. Yeah, it was all significant and told this.
Everything you see on the screen, the mise en scène for my film nerds out there, as you know, is deliberately placed.
Nothing's random.
It's a choice. Okay.
Okay, Gelardi.
It's a little slow. It's a little slow here. We could have done without the full thing.
Yeah, it's a little slow. We were really just soaking this in. We were like, this shot is so good. Let's just get. Yeah,
it is really good, but sometimes you need to cut your good shots because they don't
100%.
fit. I think we could have started like 5 seconds in and then probably cut 5 seconds later, and it would have been fine. But
yep, I agree.
Anyway,
I agree. I actually, yeah. There you go.
Okay.
No, when is it? There.
You missed it.
That's me as a baby. No.
Yep, that's actual home video footage of Emily as a baby.
What a cutie.
Also, this is random. we Foleyed in the well, we didn't Foley, but we pulled sound in of the striking of the match, and it's like all these little things that I didn't even think about on the editing floor of like adding in sound, like the door knocking, the chair moving. I was like, oh, we just get that on set. It's like all these things are layered into the edit. I don't know. That blew my mind when we were editing it.
Yeah, you learn so much when you edit stuff.
It was like a crash course for me. I feel like I took a course on editing from that.
Thanks for coming.
Pleasure to be here. Nothing livens up a party like the dead, so to speak. Where are we headed?
This is Krishna. For those who don't know, we talked about her last episode. She is our actor friend, one of my clients who was just in Grotesquerie. And this was the first project we ever did with her. I met her on a commercial set, like, I don't know, maybe a year before? Maybe less than. I don't know. But it was sometime before that. And then I never saw her after that, really. We were just Facebook friends. We had an actor drop out. And Jimmie was like, I think Krishna would be good for it. I was like, yeah, let's reach out to her. And then Krishna put herself on tape. She did 3 different takes of the audition scene. And we loved her. And
she was so fun. She was a delight on set. Yeah.
Yeah, and at this point, she had only been acting a couple years, maybe 3.
Yeah, she's pretty new. Yeah.
And it was pretty last minute, her casting. And her character, as you'll see, is one of the main characters. So
yeah, had a lot of lines. Yeah.
Yep. Anything else you all want to add? Okay.
Hello, ladies.
Thanks again for having us, Carly. I think tonight will be really good for everyone. It's been such a hard year for all of us, and then to lose Neil right after.
Neil? What's up with Neil?
Oh, I almost forgot. This is for you. It's a little unconventional, but I know this for Sarah's favorite.
Thanks.
Now, don't you...
Okay.
The plant out of the bag.
I can remember my thoughts.
Every time. Oh my god, that's so funny. My mom was like, why does she have a plant in her bag?
I want to point out, when all of us were coming up with this idea together, and it was as we were just developing the project, like, we wrote the characters kind of based on stereotypes. And that's what you're seeing here. The actor in black is our friend and the writer of this film, Veronica. We love her. And her, just to introduce the actors and crew as we go through it.
Yeah, Cheyenne was like the ethereal, like whimsical, I distill my water, I eat figs and nuts, and I have plants in my bag. And then me in the red, I was like the ubiquitous lawyer in the local scene, in the local city.
I thought you were a realtor.
No, you're a real estate agent.
I was a real estate agent, wasn't I? Yep, that's what it was.
Patricia.
Patricia, who's going to sell the house. Some corporate girl who cared a lot about her public image. And then Veronica was the one that she was like, she got back from her study abroad in France and like never let it go. So she's in like a beret and black. You gonna finish that thought?
I think it
from
came
life
through.
experiences.
Yeah. Sounds like
And
you.
then-
Sorry.
And then Emily she is like the conniving little sister.
Yeah. And Emily's character's Carly. What was Veronica's character's name?
Genevieve, right?
Genevieve, yes.
Yeah.
And then Jimmie's Patricia, and I am Rose. And I'll just leave it at that there for now and come back to a later episode and you'll see why that's so funny.
Oh, tea.
Don't you ladies look lovely?
Oh, thank you. Have a few more glasses of this Pinot Noir with us and we'll be gorgeous.
It's a beautiful area up here too. I have a couple showings next week, and if things go well, the next glass of Pinot Noir is going to be on me.
Emily.
It's always happening for a reason, Rose.
Everyone wants to be sad forever.
Knock, knock.
Okay, before we continue, I'm sorry, I'm going to pause it like a million times. The
Dude, that
lighting
look.
in these shots is so beautiful.
Yeah, dude, Bill popped off. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yes, Bill Schweikert, we've talked about him before. We've had him on the podcast, was the director of photography for this. It was the first time we worked with him on one of our own projects and crushed.
And then Devin was the gaffer, and him and Bill just crushed.
Yep. Yes.
You can see all the frizz in my hair.
Oh.
We did not have hair and makeup, but
No.
we did our best.
And this was day 3. So wasn't this day 3?
No, it was
Yep.
day 1, right?
No, we shot.
Wait, how did we fuck up the lighting then? Oh, we shot the night scenes day 1.
No,
Okay.
we fucked up the lighting by not having a transition between this and then when we sat at the table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
But
did we film the night scenes day 1?
we did.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
We shot all of anything with effects, any night scene, anything at the table was day 1 and 2. And then all
For
of the
Dan.
daytime stuff was on day 3.
Yep.
Good times.
Good times.
Look who we found.
Neil?
Hey.
I didn't think you'd make it.
Yeah, I wasn't sure either, but my schedule opened up, so where should I put these?
You can put it. Sorry. My bad.
Hey, it's good to see you, Jen. Bonjour. Oh my goodness.
And be hot.
Okay, so the woman who just came into the scene is Allison.
Oh my gosh, she's so
She
funny.
was our first AD. She was the best first AD I've ever worked with on any project
She
that
was
I've been
incredible.
directing or producing on.
Mhm.
Just crushed. She was absolutely incredible, and it was the first time she ever was an AD, and she's hilarious.
Mhm. She would be doing takes, improving, riffing, and everybody would be like, and then they would cut, and everybody was just like, "Oh my god,
And she doesn't even have improv training.
no!" And she was like, "Oh, was that good? Okay, let's go." Like she just like didn't care.
Okay, we need to move on now.
Yeah. Also, and this is something that you can like take as you want, but like we had a lot of comedic moments in the edit that it was written, but we really saw it come out in the edit. So we leaned into the like camp part of this film, and I think that's what makes it a little bit different. Is it's like a campy, fun horror whodunit, which I love.
Yeah.
I love the camp of the film.
If we tried to edit it as a straight horror film, it just would have been.
It wouldn't have worked. No.
Yeah, exactly.
It would have taken itself too seriously, and it wouldn't have. I think the levity of like the funny, like little conversations and the little like mannerisms and stuff that are added, give it a different a layer that separates itself from other horror.
Yeah. What is Allison's character's name?
Ashley? No. Wait,
Feels right. I
Is it
don't know.
Ashley?
I don't
let me
remember.
look on IMDb.
I don't remember any of the characters' names. I don't remember any of them. Neil. I know Neil.
Yeah.
Did you go Neil?
Neil is the guy on screen right now. His name, he's an actor named Parker. We had another actor who's supposed to be a part of the film drop out. And we auditioned on Actors Access and ended up casting Parker. He wasn't as last minute, but it was like a month out, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you find it?
It's loading. Oh yeah, Ashley, I was right.
Ashley,
What's
it
Jason's
sounded
name?
right.
He's Mark.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the man next to Allison is Jason Weber. He was part of like the Huntsville Actors Group. Shout out to Jason. But his character was Mark, and they're a married couple, and well, you'll see.
Yeah. And also, Allison had like, she did her hair like she was in a bump it, like, you know, those like things that were very popular in like early 2000s to show how she was like somebody who like never left their hometown, you know. You know the
she's
picture
like
she was trying to paint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like stuck
The-
in high school, super millennial. No offense. Yeah.
Hey, Rosebud. Did you grow that?
So awkward.
It's beautiful.
Neil, my man. Hey, how you doing? Hey, you are not going to believe what happened to me. I got a call the other day about the National Football League Association.
Hey, yourself.
Well, it wasn't National.
That is one of my favorite parts
League Association
of the whole film.
NFL.
And the thing is, after we cut, everyone started cracking up because they thought Jason had made a joke, but he just didn't realize he said it wrong. Like he was trying to say National Football League, but no, he says, I got a call from the National Football League Association.
That's so funny, dude.
And he's supposed to be like the jock who's stuck in high school to like mirror Allison's character a little bit. But the fact that he doesn't even know what the NFL is called is just hilarious.
That's hilarious. I know.
Yeah. And then Neil and Rose, my character, are exes. And it's clearly very awkward. And she doesn't want to ruin her zen by talking to him. So she simply sits in silence.
Good.
She chooses silence as an answer. And that is your
Yes. My
answer.
truth.
And that is all you'll get.
It wasn't
National Football League is.
Oh my goodness, look at you all grown up. Gosh, you're so precious. I remember when you were still in diapers. Ugh, babies in diapers. Don't you love it? Okay, let me show you guys some pictures. I got so many in here. I just gotta find it. Give me a sec. I got everything in the world in here. Blah. My youngest is still in diapers, of course. Cloth, because wouldn't want to poison them balls. Chemicals. Here we go. Here it is. Oh my gosh. Like, I mean, I love my girls to death. That bond between a mother and a son, you know? Oh gosh. Okay, look at it. I don't know what I would do without my little chunky monkey.
Okay. One thing we forgot to mention about Allison is she was pregnant here.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, she was
actually pregnant. So her character, we were like, okay, your character's also pregnant and already has a bunch of kids. So not only was she an incredible first AD, she was in her second trimester of pregnancy, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah, she was. Because she had her kid literally like 5 months later.
In April.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, because
4
we
months
threw
later.
her a hag baby shower in February.
Yeah, we did. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But the scene we just watched, it's supposed to be Emily's character getting summoned by a supernatural being. And Bill Schweikert had the idea, because we were going to portray it just by the sound, as you heard, as it was in the edit. We were only going to do that originally and just cut back and forth, but he had the idea to put in the blur filter on half of the lens to create that mystical, distortion.
It was so cool. It was like a practical effect. So he just literally like put a piece of like, I don't even know what it was, but he covered the actual lens, and it looks so good because it's also light outside. And as she's opening the door, the light is hitting that blur on the lens, which is adding even more to the practical effect. So it's brilliant. Yeah.
It made it so much better.
Yeah.
I also do like what we did in the edit with the sound and the cutting back and forth. I think it worked.
I do too. And then this scene we're about to watch is a flashback scene, or Carly is having that at the door, and this is where her mind takes her. And we never said what the story was, but essentially the story is Thanks for Coming is a celebration of life for the sister, Sarah, and it's Carly's sister. So we were all Sarah's friends, and we're all at this celebration of life for her. Mm-hmm. And Carly put on the event, and you'll see how the story unfolds.
And this scene was shot on my DSLR. How many months 4 months after we filmed?
Yeah, because
it was Easter. Yeah,
it was Easter and my birthday, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Bill Schweikert was not there for this. This was just us. And we can talk more about this scene and what happened after.
Carly?
Yes?
What do you think? Red?
Yeah, that's cute.
Give us a minute.
I can't go back in there right now. Don't let them ruin your night again. This happens all the time. Are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah.
And that's how we fixed the lighting problem. Because originally none that flashback wasn't there. So it was cutting from daylight to complete darkness, which obviously doesn't work. So by turning the light off and cutting to this, it made a little bit more sense.
Mm-hmm. Because it wasn't actually nighttime. We covered the windows. So all that's covered, and we shot this day 1 and 2.
Yes. And Sarah is played by our friend Caitlin Rochester, who was also one of the original members of Huntsville Actors Group. We also love her.
Yeah.
And everyone, we all came together on that Easter to film these flashback scenes. Did we try to do this before? We did.
We tried one, and we didn't like it. And we got together and we refilmed it.
Yeah. So that's the second variation of the added flashbacks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, for it being on the DSLR and us using, I think it was my Rode mic, it blends together pretty well. Mm-hmm. It's obviously not perfect, but...
Yeah, agreed.
Now that everyone is here, I'd like to...
Your outfit is so fun.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
This is Madam Catherine. She is the most highly recommended medium in the area. It's going to be a very special night. Let's get started.
Thank you, Carly. I invite everyone to join me around this table at this time.
You didn't say it.
I love Krishna.
To bump it kills me.
It's a pleasure to meet everyone. And as Carly said, I'm Madam Catherine. I have a knack for the unknown. I've been speaking with spirits longer than many of you have been alive. In fact, my last boyfriend was a ghost. Great sex, if you can believe it. Just a little joke. It's important for us to be focused and present if the spirits are going to join us tonight.
Spirits?
Yes, dear. Your friend Sarah will be joining us if we have any luck at all. With that in mind, I'd like to ask everybody to place your phones in here so we can begin. It's important.
Sorry.
God, this is so beautifully shot.
I was going to say that. And I also want to say that Bill Schweikert fought me on the shot. And I really wanted it. He was like, it's too much. But I'm like, no, trust me. Let's do it. And that was like the one thing I really put my foot down on with him because he didn't want to do it. But the reason I think this shot works in this film so well is because, one, it got us to the other side of the 180. So, like, technically speaking, we needed to get over there. But also, it feels like someone is watching them as the camera. Exactly. Like, the camera feels like the ghost or the spirit. So
yeah, it's brilliant. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, you popped off with this. That is my favorite shot. It's this shot, and then when it cuts to Emily in the corner are like my favorite two shots in this film.
Same. And so you all will see that one. The shot of Emily in the corner is so good.
So good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for us to all form a strong bond between us. And any distraction will have an impact on the energy in this room.
Damn, Patricia.
Silly Americans are all obsessed with their phones.
All of my contacts are on here. This thing is a lifeline to my clients.
Typical American work obsession.
You're an American.
Feeling jet lagged? Heard you've been all over showing off that arm of yours.
Something like that.
I've been traveling myself. Really changes your whole perspective on things, you know? There's a reason they call Paris the Ville de l'amour.
Wait, what's that mean?
The city of love. That's French, of course.
Why don't you go and French someone else's boyfriend? I know you had plenty of practice with it in high school.
What can I say? I guess I just have that certain je ne sais quoi.
You know we're not together anymore, Rosebud. So maybe take it down a notch?
Namaste. Bud.
If everyone will kindly keep their thoughts to themselves, positive energy will serve us best.
Krishna crushed that line.
I know. She's like, girl, y'all pipe it down. Quit arguing. I love that shot too. The panning of all the different conversations.
One thing I wish we could have done there, but we couldn't because the space was too small. This room looks really big on camera. It's not at all.
No, it's tight.
It was a tight squeeze because we had a giant cast and a decent sized crew. And it was small and the floor was a trampoline, as Bill Schweikert loved to say on set.
Yeah.
But I really would have liked to have Allison and Jason in the foreground of that shot as the camera was passing, but there just was not room because that would have made it feel like and it would have been a smoother transition. The cut is a bit abrupt, but you know, you can only work with what you got. So
still, I love a dolly shot. I eat them up every time. God, I love them.
Let's continue.
Carly has prepared a list of questions for tonight.
I did. It's been so quiet without my sister around. I have so much to tell her, and I can't wait to hear what stories she has to tell me. To tell all of us, really.
I miss her advice. She always knew the right thing to say.
She always saw the leader in me. I think she knew my face was going to be on billboards one day.
We're reaching out to Sarah Michelle Bryant. Please join us in the circle when you're ready.
This music, I love it.
I guess we can talk about that real quick. The music in the beginning, we used from a musician named Mason. And the rest of the score, not all of it because the end song's not, but the score in the middle is from Hunter Harris, who we've talked about on the podcast before. Absolutely incredible. He also did the music for our Against Us trailer,
and
which is not out yet.
It's not.
But he's also. Sorry, go ahead.
You gonna say what I was gonna say?
He's also our composer for the feature film version of Against Us, which is super exciting. We love Hunter.
Yeah, we love him. He's not only is he an incredible composer, he also DPs, and he's also stupid good at that too. So one-stop shop he is.
Yes. Super talented.
Yeah, he is.
Show us yes. Show us a no. Sarah, are you here with us? She's here with us. Sarah, do you feel safe where you are?
Allison.
Okay, but what is it saying?
Honey, you worry too much.
Sarah, are you glad to see us all here? Sarah, do you have unfinished business that you'd like to settle?
Oh, so good.
Carly, I don't know about these questions. They're a little unusual.
That's okay.
So good.
I'll take
I
it.
love that shot.
I do too. Neil's like, all right.
Is it true that
Caitlin in the background.
Patricia only graduated because she cheated off all your tests?
She's making that up. I wouldn't even need to do that. I had a 4.0.
They gave out grades for partying. I could have been an honor student too.
Yeah. You could have been a lot of things, like faithful.
Okay, Patricia.
Okay, settle down.
Okay, settle down. Like you settled for me, apparently.
Well, I didn't settle for anything.
I
But
know you
why
didn't.
are you always like this? I just want to spend one day at home watching the game with a cold beer.
In front of our friends?
Can I?
Are you
is that
serious?
guys, like,
Give it a
really?
rest. Nobody cares about the tragedy of your high school sweetheart break.
God, Genevieve, you're worse than Sarah when she... We gotta talk about it. So at that point of the film, a potted plant,
The one in the
aka
bag.
the one that I pulled out of my purse, was supposed to fly off the end table where I set it down. And we shot it, and we had a breakaway pot from Jimmie, what's the place called? We love them. Alfonso's. They make really great breakaway products for film, and we used it, but it just didn't work. Like so we had 3 different cameras set up, and none of the angles worked.
Dude, it was so bad. And then it was so jarring. Like the way it would cut back to the plant, it just like the transition just didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a jump scare when it cut to the plant because we needed it to like kind of like fall and fly down, and we just didn't get all of that. So we just cut it and added the noise.
It didn't make sense. And we didn't,
sense.
The audio of the pot crashing on set was gone.
Yep.
So I don't know if it wasn't recorded or the file just was gone, but we didn't have it. So we kept having to like try to mimic it and find other sounds, and nothing we did worked. So
no, it just made it like literally it was so bad. It was so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so that's when you cut your losses, people, when you're on the editing floor and you're trying to make something work that you just were like, oh my gosh, it's going to be so cool. I can't wait to do this and edit it and add it into the film. And like sometimes you got to cut that because it just doesn't work.
Yeah. Our effects guy, Dan, who we also love.
Yes.
He did a great job on set getting the practical effect done. But, sometimes things just don't work out.
Yeah.
And isn't it true that someone in this room slipped Sarah the drugs that killed her?
What? All right, that's a cute party trick. You can cut that out now. I said stop it!
So it's true then. You drugged my best friend.
Your best friend? You practically hated her. You fought constantly.
Are you serious right now?
I didn't drug her. I gave her some coke. It was a party. I thought maybe she wanted to have some fun for a change.
Fuck you, Neil.
No, just listen.
Neil!
Dude, I could quote this movie.
He's out cold.
It kills me every time.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Jimmie, do you want to talk about that pendulum shot?
How many hours did I spend in After Effects? How many? Let's count them. 25. I'm not kidding. We spent so long in After Effects. And then the shot didn't work. We keyed it out. We had Dan come in with the green little magnet, moving the stupid thing around. The what is it? The pendulum around. Okay. The thing is, when you key that and you have that shot, it has to look and everything has to be the exact same in the shot that you're not keying out. So you can layer and have it keyed. I don't know. The camera moved. The scarf was different.
It was the scarf and the necklaces.
Everything was different. And we couldn't get it to work. So we were like, cut it. So then we had the up close of the pendulum, thank God. And then I had to go in millisecond by millisecond and remove the wire. It was so tedious. It was doop, move right.
Yeah, because in the close-up, we had the pendulum on a fish wire or fish string, whatever.
Oh my God. It took so long. Like 2 weeks. I don't even know.
It was the most time-consuming part of the entire film.
Yeah.
And there were some points where we didn't think that it was going to work.
I don't know. And thank God we just did the close-up and then pulled it. Thank God we had that footage. Oh my God.
Yep.
Oh man.
Again, like, someone probably should have been looking at the scarf closer or whatever, but it really wasn't anyone in particular.
Nobody saw. No, I didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
We were so busy and we didn't have a scripty to like look at continuity like that.
Yeah.
And
Dan came in and did his job. Like,
everybody did their job.
It worked.
It worked. It would have worked perfectly if we had that backup shot. We just did it with everything. I think we actually got that at the end of the day. Like, I remember getting that, him being like, we need to grab that. And I feel like we grabbed it after everything. And like Krishna just sat in and did it. And like we had eaten and moved around and like everything was different.
Yeah. But
it's like, it's interesting stuff that happens when you're an actor and you're like, why do I need to do this perfectly? Like, I feel like I can't perform. And then you go on the editing floor and you're like, oh, I get it. Like it was a really good learning curve for me to be like, oh, I understand why I need to do this a certain way or why continuity is so important, because I didn't really get it before editing.
Yeah. Very important. Also, all of the you just heard is from the looping we did after.
God, we had a blast doing that. We had a blast, yeah.
Just silly and goofy. You'll hear plenty more of it.
Oh,
We need to call someone. Where's the fishbowl? Where's the fucking fishbowl? Hey, Madam Curie, where's our shit? It's jammed. We can't get out. But we can't stay.
Another shout out to Alfonso's. Dan crushed that throw. Dude. That one worked perfectly.
Dude,
and
so
also,
good.
Shout out to Jason for almost knocking the candle over and having that genuine reaction.
That was not acting. He said, "Oh," and him trying to act. Oh my God, that's so funny.
We can't stay in.
back.
I was gonna say another use of the blur, bringing everything full circle. Such a beautiful shot. Also, Allison continues to be hilarious.
Dude, so funny. By the way, the reason why everybody's grabbing their head is there's a loud noise. That was intentional. So we're all hearing this like really high pitched noise. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. That's the shot, people.
That's the shot that reveals that she's behind all of this. That's the thing, like, oh, I am controlling everything happening in this room.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I like that it's an above angle. I just, I love it. I love it. I love it.
I don't know what's happening.
Wait, can you pause it? That scene, I don't know if you guys saw it, but as Emily is leaving the door, she makes eye contact with Caitlin, Sarah, and they look at each other. And that is foreshadowing for what's about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's important. Nothing is random in a movie, people. Nothing is random.
Nothing at all.
Nothing. Sorry.
Also, like how this moving shot reflects the other ones where we're metaphorically showing the spirit in the room with everyone too.
Yeah. That was so satisfying.
Am I early?
Perfect timing, actually.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming.
Bitch, come on. Little baby Emily. Oh, this song is so good.
Not the credits flying.
I mean, whoever made this popped off. This song fucks. It's so good.
Shout out to all these people under the special thanks because they funded this entire film.
Yeah, they did. Thank you.
Especially 2 of them. I'll just say it. Thank you so much, Jason. He believed in this film and really contributed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So shout out.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say what I was about to say.
I know what you're gonna say. You didn't let the hack thing. We didn't need to see it.
I don't know why I did that. It wasn't done.
It's okay.
Jeez Louise.
We got it.
Perfect.
We got it.
Hold on, we're gonna watch it.
When we were at the rap party, all of us said dead silent in this because we were like, y'all are gonna watch the whole thing. Y'all are gonna watch the hack thing, and everybody was like looking around, like, and we were like, No, we're sad. It's not over.
Shout out Huntsville.
Come on, Huntsville. Let's go. Yeah.
Now it's done.
Now it's done. Now we can.
Yeah, so that was our first film together.
I just want to say, it was my first thing ever crewing, and it literally opened up the door to show me how much I love producing and how much I want to do. I equally want to be a producer and write and direct and make my own stuff as much as I want to act. But I just remember being on the back porch and then us coming up and deciding to, do a short film. And I thought everybody was cuckoo bananas crazy. I was like, this is not going to happen, but I'm going to go with the flow, and I'm going to be, I'm not going to be negative Nancy, and I'm going to just be there in solidarity with this crazy idea. And it worked, and we did it. And I remember being on set the first day, like, holy shit, this is a legit crew, a legit production, a legit film with some badass people by my side. And I was like, how did we raise the money? How are we doing this? And it just is like, you need moments like that in your filmmaking, acting, creative journey in this industry to just prove to yourself that like nobody's going to create these opportunities for yourself except you. And you just got to like power through and do it. And it just, I'm so thankful for Thanks for Coming, because anytime I think, I don't know how we're going to do this, it's like, oh no, we've done it. We can do it again.
100%. Yeah. And I feel like Thanks for Coming and Hag in general, and I talk about this in my director's statement for Against Us, which is not public yet. I really feel like I found myself again throughout Thanks for Coming and throughout Hag in general, and it was completely changed my life too, and got me like because I was like, I had an acting blog, I was writing a book, like I was just throwing spaghetti at the wall. Like I was obviously acting too, but I've always wanted to do stuff for myself.
Yep.
And yeah, right place, right time.
Yep. Right place, right time.
And a lot of hard work.
And a ton of hard work and sacrifices, but literally I would do it every day, Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we should note that we reshot the ending as well.
Oh, yeah.
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 Yeah. Originally, it was just Emily in the car with the fishbowl and all the phones. And
everybody was like, what?
Huh?
That don't make sense.
No one understood it.
And that was kind of what we wanted. We wanted it to have this ambiguous ending, but because of the direction we ended up going, it was like, girl, just tell us what happened. Like, it is not that serious.
Yeah, we showed the version with the fishbowl at the wrap party, and nobody got it. And we listened, and we were like, you know what? Like, let's change it. And we did. And it like everybody was like, oh no, this wraps the story. Like it helps us understand like what is being told.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Bill Schweikert came through once again, months and months after the original picture wrap, to help us reshoot that ending.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any final thoughts?
No, I'm just very thankful for it.
Same.
Very thankful for it. And it's going to be incredible to see like where we're at in 10 years, like looking back at that and being thankful and grateful for it. Like I was editing, I was looking at Mark and Jay's, like one of their first films they did, I'm Josh, or wait, I don't want to mess this up. Hold on. It is This Is John. And I was like, it was such a beautiful story, and it was like one of the first thing they did. They put it on YouTube, and it's like to watch that and to watch everything they've done since is just a delight. It's like, oh my gosh, like this is the trajectory. This is where we're going to be. This is what it takes. And
that's what happens when you keep going.
Yeah.
And working your butt off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Super thankful.
Crazy times. We were such babies.
Well, we weren't.
I was 19.
You were.
It's weird to watch that era. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
I mean, compared to now, I was young, but I guess.
I think we were young in our journeys, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had no idea moving to Huntsville would bring me all of this. It's literally the last thing I ever expected.
Dude, same. I never thought I would be an actor. I never thought I'd be a filmmaker. It's just like crazy. Yeah.
Just always thought I'd have to do it on my own. And luckily I don't.
Yep.
Any final thoughts?
No final thoughts. Thanks for coming to this episode, people.
I
Thanks
actually
for
want to say
watching our
one last
Thanks for
thing.
coming. Oh, say it. Say it.
If any of the crew or other cast members are watching, we just want to say a giant thank you for being a part of that film. We quite literally couldn't have done it without you, and everyone who contributed just changed our lives. So thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
You guys literally championed us all the way to the finish line. And we still look at, we're still like, why did they and it's just like, you saw the potential in us and you still support us and scream off the rooftop, whatever that saying is about us. And it's just like, we would not be here without you guys. And it's just, we are very, very thankful for all the contributions that you gave to our project.
Yeah. I personally had never felt so respected or taken seriously on a set. Being a young woman in the director producer position is not always easy, especially when you're working with men and older people, but everyone on that set was just so respectful and really believed in all of us. So we're super grateful.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, so grateful. Yeah.
And with that said,
thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming to this rewatch.
To the rewatch of Thanks for Coming. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming. See you next week.
Goodbye, people.